It's not common to see in a city hotel where heads of states, presidents, prime ministers, royalties, they come and stay in the hotel, to see in their garden where you have kids playing with the goat.
Hadika means garden in Arabic, and our goal is to add gardening and promote sustainable living to everyone in the Gulf.
Hello and welcome to Qatar 365 with me, Adil Halim. On this episode, we go digging for some initiatives hoping to plant the seed of nurture and nature in children, and we meet the man who built Qatar's leading food delivery app. But first, we're at the award-winning Ritz-Carlton Doha, where Laila Humaira looks at how the hotel built a city garden while also satisfying a growing appetite for farm-to-table dining experiences.
Goats, ducks, geese, and turkey. It's not what you usually find in the middle of a city, let alone a 5-star luxury hotel. But here at the award-winning Ritz-Carlton Doha, a team led by General Manager Carlo Giavacchia is redefining luxurious city escapes and the concept of farm stay by combining the best of both worlds.
It's not common to see in a city hotel where heads of states, presidents, prime ministers, royalties, they come and stay in the hotel, to see in their garden where you have kids playing with the goat.
Today, the farm is doing so well that some of the animals, like the goats and turkey, have given birth to offspring and laid eggs. They live here all year round, and for all 365 days are taken care of by a professional team of horticulturalists and veterinarians. Another part of the hotel's farming initiative is the Herbs and Vegetables Garden, which aims to plant a seed of interest in gardening in the young.
First of all, welcome to the Ritz Kids Garden. Here you can see we have a beautiful papaya trees. Actually, let me cut one for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
From papaya to mint to asparagus and even local herbs like za'atar, the garden was built from scratch using repurposed materials.
We have beautiful herbs. We're growing them by ourselves. The material we have chosen and selected, we used old furnitures, tabletops. So tabletops, we make those beautiful herb bins.
The garden offers a variety of fruits, herbs, and vegetables that not only stimulate the senses and spark curiosity in the minds of visitors, but also provides the freshest ingredients for the culinary team. It's another step in the hotel's commitment to serve more homegrown produce to the plates of its guests and hopefully leave them wanting more.
Farmers Branch definitely is not something new as a concept, but how it is executed here and how it is kept authentic. Many kids, they don't know how the fresh basil looks like, or how the oregano looks like, how many other ingredients look like. So they can pick the cherry tomatoes there, they can pick the fresh herbs.
The hot summer months of Qatar haven't stopped the healthy yields from the garden, and Carlos says it's all in the farming technique.
Everyone's perception is that because of the weather in the summer in Qatar that you can't have any vegetables or herbs in the garden, but that's not the case. You just need to know how to cultivate the soil, what kind of plants to use, how to preserve that, what kind of environment to create for that.
And from the reception the hotel has gotten so far, it's made everyone hungry for more, which is a request Carlo and his team are happy to satisfy.
I already see that there is a demand from our clientele to enlarge our farm, and we will be doubling its size and we will be doubling the species. Good thing with our resort is we have a massive land and sky's the limit. As far as we have an appetite to create things and experiences for our guests, we can do a lot.
That idea of farm to table places a high value on putting local first. The same can be said for Sununu, one of Qatar's leading food delivery services. I recently got a chance to sit down with founder and CEO Hamid Al-Hajri to find out how Sununu has emerged as Qatar's fastest growing tech startup. Hamid, you stated your goal is to become Qatar's first unicorn, which is a startup with a valuation of $1 billion. How close are you?
When it comes to distance, we are like 70% far. So we are valued $300 million as this stage. But the aim is not the money. Unicorn is just one of the aspirations. It's about how we can change people's life in Middle East to be faster and better by using the technology we have.
Speaking of changing people's lives, in 2017, you were living a life many people dream of. You had a comfortable life, you had a stable job at Qatar Energy, but then you walked away from it all to start your own startup. What gave you the confidence to do so?
Yeah, so basically you as a human, you have two directions in your life, yeah, or two paths. And to define those two paths, you need to think, what if I became 70 years old and I look backward? How do I look like to that life I spent? Is it something it will be like I will be proud of, something that will be historical, or just an ordinary personal life? So basically, yes, I was comfortable life, but it was ordinary life like everyone here in Qatar. It's not the path of the champion. It's the path of to be ordinary and live your life, enjoy your life, and that's it. This is not me. I want to build something great. With great, definitely there is a challenge, there is obstacles, but with great challenge, you're gonna gain more muscle and growth, and you'll be stronger through the time. But at the end of the tunnel, there is light. When you reach that light, your character will be changed from normal person to be a champion.
So what were some of the challenges you faced on the road to becoming Qatar's first one-stop e-commerce mobile app?
Yeah, I think the biggest challenges was the fundraising, because here in Qatar, people believe in, real estate, manufacturing, hotels. Technology is not, something from our area.
My last question is my toughest question. With the world's cuisine at your fingertips, what's your go-to food order on Sinanu?
Yeah, that is actually, you will laugh if I tell you. My best order always from one small restaurant cooking Qatari dishes, but fishes. So here in Qatar, we love fish, especially on Friday. I recommend you to try it. It's called El Bernouche, so this is the restaurant name. And basically it's have a very nice safi fish with the muhammar. Muhammar is basically mixed between rice and sugar. Because before, when people go for the pearl, they need to mix the sugar with the rice to survive, this hunger in the middle of the sea. So that is actually my favorite food. I like to order it. My last order was 2 days ago. So yeah, no one knows this order, but I know it very good.
Now it's time to get our hands a little dirty. I've come to the Education City micro farm where the folks here hope for a day where every home in the Middle East has its own sustainable garden. To help inspire, the Little Gardeners Academy uses interactive activities to help children grow a love for nature at an early age.
Should pick some.
What's the bird's house?
The birdhouse, you were just looking at it.
Yeah.
You want to smell it?
Yes.
Swat Jama regularly brings her kids to the Hadika micro farm in Education City. Here, they attend the Little Gardeners Academy. She says it's important to give her kids experiences she didn't have in London.
Growing up a city kid myself, I sort of craved having the outdoor space and for my kids. And my daughter's on the spectrum, so she had a real aversion, like to anything soil.
I had the 101 Dalmatian. That's on Thursday.
Yeah, she's been.
Miss Vera likes mine.
We're talking about gardening now. So when we first started coming, she really had a problem with just being in the space entirely. So instead of giving up, I was like, no, I'm gonna help get her through this slowly, and now we're here all the time. I didn't want them to be in front of a screen. It's not conducive to my daughter's diagnosis as well. So just trying to find things that are outside of the home has been perfect. And getting them, and you'd be amazed the amount of skills that they picked up. Like my son regularly helps me with saving seeds, and it's like fine motor skills that there's things about it that you didn't even think about or imagine, and it's amazing.
The seasonal Little Gardeners Academy is the brainchild of agricultural engineer Vicky Damalu, who co-founded Hadika in 2020.
Hadika means garden in Arabic, and our goal is to add gardening and promote sustainable living to everyone in the Gulf.
Vicky and her co-founder wanted to make gardening fun for kids. They believe more hands-on exposure to nature will take away their fear of insects and getting their hands dirty.
So one thing I really enjoy is the beauty that I see around me, the transformation of a space. If we see photos from the space when we first came here, it was like desert, basically. And then with the effort of the community, it has transformed a lot. Also, I enjoy the calmness it brings. We develop patience, of course, because we have to wait. It gives you a sense of relaxation in the rushed daily life.
What began as a Facebook group in 2017 to help gardeners share best practices for the region's harsh climate has blossomed into this academic greenhouse. The Little Gardeners Academy gives budding green thumbs hands-on experience in hopes of nurturing a love for nature. Children as young as 3 years old can try their hand at gardening while learning valuable life lessons along the way. 8-year-old Lucia explains why she looks forward to dropping by the academy.
I've learned that some insects that people don't like are very useful, like a moth, because a moth pollinates flowers and that helps them grow.
Organizers hope all gardeners, big and small, will put the lessons they learned at the Little Gardeners Academy into practice.
So the most important thing is to educate people. If the adults learn, of course they can do it, but if we educate the younger generation, then we can keep it for a longer period. And then this will pass on to the later generations. They will all know how to actually care for their plants and live in a greener environment.
From five-star hotels to little gardeners, farm to table was a common theme on this episode. We hope you enjoyed this peek beneath the surface, but that's all the time we have for now. For more, check out Euronews.com and connect with us through our hashtag. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Qatar 365.